Manchester City FC made a misjudgment when they allowed a 15-year-old goalkeeper to slip through their grasp. Now, they are preparing to spend millions to correct that original error. And at the centre of this quiet storm sits Sheffield Wednesday F.C, a club staring at the edge of relegation while unknowingly holding one of the most volatile assets in British football. The pressure is no longer purely sporting, it is existential. As Dafon Chansiri's era fades and David Storch edges closer to control, the first defining act of this transition will not be a signing or a managerial decision. It will be a choice of resistance. Every save at Hillsborough now echoes like a financial ticker. Each reflex stop adds another layer to a valuation rising faster than the club's league position is falling. Scouts from title contenders are no longer visitors. They are observers of a potential extraction, watching as Wednesday's most valuable asset becomes increasingly difficult to protect. What makes this asset so rare is not just performance, but evolution under pressure. Under Henrik Pedersen, the raw goalkeeper has been shaped into something far more modern, almost hybrid in profile. 10 senior caps for Northern Ireland have accelerated that growth, forcing maturity in moments where hesitation is punished instantly. The draw against Leicester City FC was not just another result, it was a psychological test. The kind that reveals whether a player can carry responsibility beyond his years. What emerged was a profile perfectly aligned with the demands of elite football. Composure in possession, the confidence to act as an auxiliary defender, and the vision to initiate attacks rather than simply prevent them. This is not a traditional goalkeeper. This is a system-compatible asset for possession-driven sides like Manchester City or Tottenham Hotspur FC. Wednesday are not just developing talent, they are shaping players for the future of the game. At the heart of this storm is Pierce Charles. The name only surfaces once the noise becomes impossible to ignore. According to Team Talk and reinforced by BBC Sport, his 32 appearances this season have triggered a multi-club convergence that feels less like interest and more like pressure building from all sides. Manchester City's intent is not sentimental, it is strategic, viewing him as a successor profile behind James Trafford. Newcastle United FC, Tottenham Hotspur FC, and Leeds United FC have all entered the frame, each recognizing the same reality: a goalkeeper whose value is accelerating beyond reach. Even Coventry City FC remain alert, ready to act if hesitation opens a window. With a contract running until 2027, the appearance of control still exists, but the financial pressure is far less stable. The collapsed January move to RC Strasbourg Alsace was not a rejection of value, it was a delay. And delays in football markets tend to increase stakes, not resolve them. The timing could not be more unforgiving. This weekend, Wednesday, face Coventry City, a club that may not just be chasing points, but potentially their goalkeeper. It transforms a routine fixture into a live negotiation disguised as 90 minutes of football. For Storch and Arise Capital, this becomes the first real test of authority before ownership is even formally secured. Do you sell your most valuable asset to fund a rebuild in League One, or do you build your identity around him and accept the financial risk? This is not just about transfer fees, it is about opportunity cost. Rejecting an elite offer may preserve stability on the pitch, but it could delay structural rebuilding. Accepting it could finance a reset, but at the cost of losing the one player capable of accelerating a return. And so the decision shifts from boardrooms to the stands. What does the future look like for a club trying to rebuild its identity? A goalkeeper rising into Premier League prominence, generating the funds to reshape infrastructure, or a figure retained at all costs, becoming the foundation of promotion? Pierce Charles is no longer just a developing player, he is a decision point. The price of rebuilding Hillsborough may already be standing between the posts. The question is whether he is too valuable to sell or too valuable to keep.